All right, so I have scoured YouTube for a video on how to make the 2009 Maxima actually Bluetooth wireless audio from a device like an iPod or an iPad or an iPhone and still get the display to show you what track you're listening to and the time, and get the steering wheel functions to work. And so I've read blog after blog, and I've purchased several products. This little guy, several products. I probably spent $300 on items trying to fix this issue or figure this issue out. None of it has ever worked. So I've resorted to and let me say this, especially if you have a lightning cable, then you have this amazing Nissan proprietary cable here. Apparently Nissan would never had the idea that Apple would change their cable. It never crossed the minds of Nissan engineers that Apple might actually change the cable that they would use to charge their devices. So this little guy is actually the old school charger that the iPhone 3G changed the connector for. Actually, this thing don't even charge because it's so old. So if you were like me, you had this cable, you had mounted on this cable a 30-pin to lightning adapter, right? And you probably wasted money like I did on those little adapters that say they fix the charging issue that never work. So then you had the adapter to play to the iPad that's a lightning, or the iPod or whatever you use, iPhone, right? And then if you introduced anything like this to actually charge the device, this cable jive USB charger with a cigarette lighter in the console, then you have the issue where it takes like 15 minutes for it to register. It'll start charging, but it won't register the cable's connected. Then you get no music, and you got to drive around for 15 minutes before it actually registers and starts working. It's so aggravating. So I've read several blogs, finally found a blog on, I think it was on an Infinity website, an Infinity forum, that promoted, or that talked about this dude right here, the Bovi WMA 1000, whatever it is. This guy works. The website says you got to have this too. It's this, where you at? Right there you are. I don't know how to say that. Skosh or whatever it is. It's barely visible. Anyways, but you don't need this with an 09 Maxima. You might need it with the Infinity or whatever model that blog form was saying, but you don't need it with the 09 Maxima. So this guy connected to the cable jive, right? This plugged into the cigarette lighter in the center. Your the stupid proprietary cable that Nissan came up with, connected into the back of the cable jive, and you got this thing, this beast that you've created that takes up your whole freaking glove box, because, well, it just does. Anyways, so you plug it all in, take it down, you plug it all in, there you go, you got power, and immediately it starts to work. So let's turn on there it is. I mean, you do have to connect it. You have to connect the thing. You have to, I think the Bovi thing, the code is 0000 or whatever it is. But you go into your Bluetooth settings on your iPad, you connect your iPad to the Bovi thing, put in the zeros to pair it. So you get it, it's all connected, right? See the steering wheel. If you can see the screen over here, sorry. The steering wheel works, click it, there it is. Let's change tracks. There it is. Working like a charm. Alright. Oh yeah, okay, so this is the iPad mini. It's mounted on this guy here. It's like an iAudi or whatever it is. Just stick it in there and it clicks, pops in. There it is. Got this little plate on the back there. Bam. Mounted, ready to go. You are fully wireless, Bluetooth to the Bovie. I hope I'm saying that right, Bovie, whatever it's called. You got controls on the steering wheel that works. And also the cool thing about this is you can still, I just use this iPad for navigation and listening to music and stuff. And I just have my iPhone connected to do the phone calls, right? So all my phone calls come through my phone because it's connected to the car, which is awesome. And then it doesn't interrupt the iPad doing navigation or playing music or anything like that. You know, it pauses the music for you. But anyways, so that's my setup. That's how it works. It's amazing. I'll link those products, the mount, the iAudi mount, and the Bovie and the cable jive in the description below on Amazon. See ya.